We now have created an aerobic program where children can be getting all the benefits of aerobics, and basically aerobics is accelerating mobility to the point where the blood is pumped through the body and all the vital organs of the body have excellent oxygenation, including the brain itself. We like running because it's a great foundation for any endurance activity. If you can run and you love it, sports like soccer, running, even football, basketball, they're based on that kind of endurance. Hockey. So any kind of endurance activity, we can then move, swimming, provided we've created that foundation using running. The other thing about running is it's wonderfully inexpensive. You really just need a pair of running shoes, and it's a great way to go out in the world and see things, to run through parks or run through cities. Remember, you can use this for a crawling and creeping program and a walking program also. With all of our physical programs, when we begin them at the beginning, we want to do it with high frequency. That's to give the brain the opportunity to experience that activity. And so we'd start with 1 time a day, 2 times, 5, 10 times ideally, spread throughout the day. So we do it with high frequency, and we do it with short duration. Why? Because we want it to be very easy. It'd be better if your child can easily run 100 meters nonstop to start him out doing 50 meters. So he stops before he wants to stop. I'm sure you've heard that before this week. You can use that same premise with the physical program as well. Stop before the kid wants to stop, and then the next day he'll be enthusiastic about starting all over again. So we would start with a high frequency. Maybe he runs 50 yards nonstop. So he does that 1 time a day, 2 times a day, 3 times, maybe 10 times a day. So now he's doing a total of 500 yards. So when he can do that, we would begin to decrease the frequency and increase the nonstop distance. So instead of doing 10 times 50 yards, he would do 5 times 100 yards. And then you continue to decrease the frequency until he's doing 500 yards nonstop. Now you can increase the distance by going from 500 yards to 550 yards, 600 yards, and so as the weeks go by, you're increasing the overall distance to build up to a total of 3 miles. Now remember, level 6 is the average 3-year-old. We don't expect a child who at the age of 3 is starting to do a running program to run 3 miles. This is a long-term process where maybe in his first year of running he builds up to 1 mile. And then his second year he builds up to 2 miles. When he gets to his 3rd year, now he's 6. He's built up to a total of 3 miles, and that is reasonable. We have 6-year-olds who run 3 miles, and most of the kids that you saw today who are 6 are up to that distance. So we build the children up to a total of 3 miles nonstop, and when they can do that well, then we gradually increase the pace. And this would be a goal for a 6 to 7-year-old, and that is to get up to a total of 3 miles nonstop in less than 30 minutes, and that is one of our requirements here to consider a child who is physically excellent. If we have done all of this, we should have provided our child with the foundation they need in terms of respiratory development and balance development and the development of coordination so that they then can pursue any activities they may wish to pursue. And that's the objective here at level 7. Now on your note sheets there, we have listed many different activities, and if you look at these activities closely, you can see that they divide into 2 different kinds of activities. One activity are activities such as skiing, skating, running, biking, sailing, hiking. If you consider